In this episode of Highlight Sundays, we have news and we have jokes. Wow, this could go on TV already. Hello and welcome to Highlight Sundays. It is the 38th week of 2012 and here are your highlights. Just like last week, you'll be happy to know that there is no PSA. Everything is going just fine and dandy with the internet, which is awesome. Our first item of the week is a little bit of news. As you know, I own the Samsung Galaxy Nexus phone and I like it for a number of reasons, including being first in the queue when it comes to receiving operating system updates. Well, that is if you have the unlocked version of the phone, like I do. However, if you have a carrier-locked Galaxy Nexus, and that carrier happens to be Verizon, you'll be happy to know that the Android 4.1.1 Jelly Bean update is ready for your Galaxy Nexus. This news comes to you from Engadget, so go ahead and check out the link in the video description, which will bring you to the page in question. Our next article this week might come as a bit of a surprise. I guess most of us believe without question that the greatest market for RAM today are, well, computers. However, new figures show that PCs no longer command the biggest share of the DRAM market. Instead, it is mobile devices taking the lead now. It might seem surprising, but if you think about how much memory is going into smartphones these days, maybe it's not so strange. It's interesting to see how the trend works these days. And by the looks of it, mobile devices are getting more prevalent than systems like your desktop. Pretty eye-opening article, so feel free to head down to the video description and check out the link. Our third article is pretty interesting, though I don't know how practical it is for, the average viewer. You know how many rooms have automated lights? Well, the way those stuff work is pretty simple. There is a motion sensor within a room. As long as it sees motion, the lights are turned on. And of course, when it doesn't see motion, it starts a timer. And if there is no activity within the room for a couple of minutes, the lights are eventually switched off. Of course, this isn't entirely practical because it's completely possible for a person to stay still in a room but need the light on, which is why this new system shown in the article is pretty interesting. Now, I don't have enough technical understanding to actually tell you how it works, but from what I could gather, the idea is that it will actually keep track of how many people are in a room. So there probably has to be a pair of sensors to see when people are moving in and out, and somewhere it will maintain a tally of how many people are actually still in a room. When the number drops to 0, the lights are turned off. As long as the number isn't 0, the lights are kept on. Pretty smart and simple solution to a problem. So yeah, this looks pretty interesting. So yeah, do hop over to the video description once again, where you will have a link to the original article. And this last one, I honestly have no idea whether this is real, but this one is titled, Postal Service begs Floridians to please stop crashing into post offices. How about that for something different? And as if that wasn't funny enough, the full document goes to give some tips about, how to actually prevent such stuff from happening. And it includes lines like, check whether your foot is on the accelerator or on the brake before stepping on it. Like I said, I'm not entirely sure if this is legitimate, but it is a pretty funny read. There's a link in the video description. And that's it. Well, this episode is record short. My apologies for that. But actually, I do have a little vlog section to add to the end of this episode. It's not very much at the moment, but well, here it is anyway. You know how every week I do a Sunday and a Monday episode? Well, this week I will change things up a little bit, and I would like to postpone the Monday episode to Wednesday. Now, the reason for that is, well, I'm going out to buy some stuff on Monday. I'm still not entirely sure what exactly I'm going to get, but hopefully at least one of the items in there is actually something worth making a video over. And if it is, well, that's going to be the content of your Wednesday episode. Remember that this arrangement is only a 1-week thing. After that, things will return to normal. So yeah, hopefully I get what I want and produce a video that's worth watching. But that's all there is for today's episode of Highlight Sundays. If you have any comments, queries or suggestions, and especially if you have anything to share for week 39 of Highlight Sundays, do feel free to leave a comment in the comment section below. I will of course do my best to read and reply to all comments you send me. As always, I appreciate every like, favorite and subscription you give me. But until next time, you are watching Highlight Sundays on 0612 TV.